Okay, this is an old Ryobi gas trimmer that I have. It's seen better days. It's that all-in-one unit. I believe it's a 26cc engine. I don't know why this doesn't work, why I didn't use it, but I'm going to bring it back to life. So I did initially take out the carburetor a couple of days ago. Sprayed gas in there, mixed gas obviously, and turned it on and it fired up, so I know it worked. So the carburetor is shot. I'm going to take that out, take it apart, clean it, see if the gaskets are still good. They might not be. Take the exhaust out and clean that too, because this probably has buildup, because this thing had a leak, if I remember correctly, and it clogged up this every time I put it vertical. So I'm going to clean that out too. I'm going to take out the gas tank, put new hoses, and put a new priming bulb. And I gotta find the covers for this. This is around the house somewhere, but I'll look for it. But yeah, so let's take this apart. So to take this out, there's actually a little cover here, which I don't know where it is, which is goes the housing for the filter. Take that off, put it to the side, and you take out the screws. There's two screws. They're hex screws. They should be, sorry, they're Torx screws. There should be a T20, a Torx 20. So there's two Torx 20 screws there. You take them out. So let's do that. Once those two screws are out, you can pull this out. There is the throttle cable you have to unlink, which I already unlinked, which is here. Oh, and there goes that. You don't want to lose this gasket. That you don't want to lose. So this is going to be your carburetor. And a new prime bulb, and I gotta see how dirty it is on the inside. See the ports and stuff. So let's take a look at that. This is basically how it looks. This is the priming top. This one came out of here, which does not look like it's in good shape, but whatever. This one does not look like it's in good shape either. That's for the bulb. This is the inside of here. This is the top part. This one has a little adjuster screw where it ejects the suction that it creates. Here's our flow valve where the gas comes in, out, and then there's goes back to the tank, to the reservoir, to the overflow. All right, so I'm gonna spray this with some brake cleaner and a toothbrush and clean it up a little bit. All right, so I cleaned it out. This doesn't come off 100%. Looks a little better. I'm gonna do a little more here and here just for the aesthetic view. But I blew into the carburetor. Doesn't look horrible, but doesn't look great per se. But yeah, I'm going to put it together, put it back on. Then take out the, I'm not sure if I should take out the gas tank. I'm thinking about it. I might take out the gas tank. We wire the gas tank with the cables with the right re-hose the gas tank and put the prime bulb on, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's do that now. All right, so all right, so let's put this back together. I'm gonna put on first this guy, which is the top diaphragm. Now it has two little pins on this corner, so it tells you how to put it, and once you put it with those two pins, it lines up with the holes, so you're fine. Actually, let's do the bottom one first, so the bottom one's a lot easier. It's just those two screws there. This little kit that I bought, it brings 3 different types of prime bulbs. It brings the big one, the little one, and then this one. This one was $13. The reason why I bought this one is because of the hoses. It brings much more hoses than the other one does. Alright, so yeah, this kit's pretty cool. It brings 1, 2, 3 hoses. This snake thing, which I already have like 3 of those. 1 bulb, 2 bulb, and the 3rd bulb. I actually had this bulb from this other kit that I bought, which was from another one that I repaired. That's actually fully running, but it used the small prime button, whereas this one uses the big prime button. So I'm gonna use the big prime button on this sucker, get this guy up and running, or sorry, right there, and yeah. Also, this one, these holes, one's a little bit bigger than the other one, so I think I'm gonna use the 2 big hoses. And that one only comes with 2 hoses, and they're actually this skinny one, I think, something like this, and something like this, which is a little bit skinny, but not as thick as this one. But I'm gonna put these suckers in. I go on from there. Tank is that this tank is tiny, by the way. My other one is huge compared to this. But you just cut off. You can put through there and fish it right like that. Put on the retainer ring. Put on the filter, and you're done. But yeah, my other tank, it's on the opposite end, so you have to get the fishing string, put it through, and then fish to the other side and pull it out. This one's so much easier. It's way smaller. It lasts half the time that my other one does, but it's pretty cool that it's that easy to do. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this and show you what I do. All right, so this is gonna come out. This piece here, I'm gonna cut. Because I don't have my scissors, I'm gonna use my knife. Cut. And put the retaining ring inside. Then, by the way, this is the old filter, and this is the new one. God, that is ugly. So let's stick this guy in here. Let's get this out of the way so I can cut myself with it. Let's get myself a little more slack here. Alright, so let's push this sucker right in there. I want this to reach to the other side of the tank, so I'm sorry guys, I'm on a camera. So there you go. Now once I mount this and put this on, I'll cut the end off. You okay with it? Now I do have a small piece of an older piece of the other tube that I have. If I need to, I can just use this to here to connect it to the carburetor. But I think I have enough with cutting this piece and then put it in this one to actually make it fit. So I'm gonna basically dry fit them on now, see if it goes. If not, I do have to use this one. Oh no, I have another hose. Sorry. So there you go. I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna put this sucker in here and then go from there. So yeah, so this guy's gonna go in here. So yeah, this came with, oh wait, no, this was a little bit thicker. Yeah. No, this one's not gonna fit in here. So it's gonna have to be either this one or this one. Actually, you know what? I have that hose there as a backup. I'm just gonna use this one. This one's just a return for the gas. It doesn't have to be that long. Honestly, an inch or so in there is good enough. All right, so let's hook back the carburetor on, test fit everything, and then we'll go from there. Don't forget the gasket. The gasket's gotta go back onto it. So that gasket is gonna go like that with that screen. You gotta make sure these guys are on this side. So I went ahead and took out the exhaust, which is just 2 screws. Again, it's T20, and I see all this junk on here. Now, it smells like the cup is from my carburetor cleaner, or not my carburetor, yeah, my brake cleaner liquid, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna take this outside and hit it with a blowtorch. I'm gonna spray with that, hit it with a blowtorch, let it burn off whatever deposits it have, because sometimes what happens is that it works, but since it can't puff out all the carbon dioxide out of the engine, it stalls because it just drowns itself in carbon dioxide. So what you have to do is burn out the rosin deposits. And there's also a little mesh thing, like screen thing that goes here that this one does not have. I think I either took it off when I initially took it apart, or I lost it the first time I took it apart, or someone took it apart before I did and it's just not there. So yeah, I'm gonna go torch this and see how that turns out too. All right guys, Torching up this sucker now. See if it does anything. It's bubbling a little bit there. Not 100% sure. Ants. Just torched a whole bunch of ants. Alright, so let that cool off. Screws 1, 2, and then 3. So they're all the same thread and they're all the same size. Yes. So one goes there. The rusty one was in that hole. I'm gonna put that one back in there. And one goes here. Now some of these you gotta be careful because they have like a little rubber piece, which is like a little bumper that helps vibration and shakiness on the gas tank. I'm gonna do this one-handed. And lightly putting them on. And there's the third. Oh, the third screw there. Here. Now I'm going to cut these to actually fit the actual length they have to be. This one can go up to there. This one can go up to there. Put them up. I'm going to fill up the tank. I'm not fill up. I'm going to put some gas in there. And prime it up. See if it primes. That means it sucked up gas pretty well. And run a rip. If it rips through and it turns on, I'm going to clean all this crap off and make it look nice. Because this is, again, this was sitting down. I don't know why it was thrown in the shed. When I went and looked in the piston through a little camera that I have, the piston looked fine. So, and it had compression, so I had no idea why I got rid of it or why it was in the shed. Essentially, it was my uncle's, and then it became mine. So I don't know, but let's figure it out. So I got this, which is a 15-1 mix for long storage. Guess I want to try it out. Supposedly it's 92 octane ethanol free, which I actually buy the ethanol free gas. I have a gas station that does sell ethanol free. That's used for lawnmowers and used for like jet skis and a couple of four-stroke engines. But I buy the non-ethanol and pre-mix it or mix it and then have it there. But yeah, the shelf life sucks even if when you use stabilizer. Like for the last 1 to 3 months, it's crap. But this supposedly lasts like 3 years, to my understanding. I'm not 100% sure, but someone told me 3 years. Probably says in the can somewhere. I'll probably read into it and show you where it is. But yeah. Let's pour this in, prime it up, and see where it goes. Guess what? It doesn't leak gas. We're good. So let's prime this sucker. Alright, so it looks like it's primed. There's a little bit of air in there, but it looks like it's okay. I'm gonna take it outside and ran it through, see if it runs. So I'm outside. It was leaking a little gas. I think I might have primed it too much. It stopped leaking now. Let's see if I can get it to start. Probably gonna take me like 2 or 3 pulls, but let's see. Right, let's see if I can do this while you guys are watching me. I don't know which way it goes. I don't have the box, but let's try this out. I see that works. This is what it looks like now. it's not bad. So I was able to find this. I couldn't find the back piece, so I have no idea where the hell I put it. I took it apart a couple of weeks ago, and it's either in my shed, in my car, my toolbox. I have no idea. I can't find it. But yeah, I have a filter in there. I think it's the right one that goes there. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. I cleaned that bay a little bit. I'm gonna see. Let's see. I have to clean. That's really nasty. And I might clean all that too. It's the exhaust port in there. I might put the exhaust in now. I don't know. Gotta see if it's okay. I was looking here. Let me see. I'll take this off again to see how if it's leaking. It might be leaking a little tiny bit from that seal. I'm gonna see if I can tighten the bolts a little bit, but I just might need a new gasket kit. So I might just order a new not gasket. What am I saying? It's called a diaphragm kit or a carburetor rebuild kit, because it looks like it's leaking a little bit from there. But yeah, so far it's looking good. I'm gonna clean up a little more little spots, but yeah, for the most part, I'm done. I am done. So this is from trash to working. But yeah, not so bad. Oh, I think I might get either a new gas cap, or I might get might rig up a little chain in the inside so I can just, cause this thing I always lose these gas caps. Constantly lose them, so I might rig up a little chain in the inside, epoxy it on. That way it doesn't lose the gas cap. But yeah, not bad. And again, I think this is a 26cc. I'm gonna look up what year. The plastic says something about an 09 in it, so it could be from 2009, but I don't think so, because my other one is from 2005, and it's a S something 30 or something. Yeah, and it's actually supposedly a hedger, or no, it's a pole saw, and I made it into a weed eater. But yeah, this one, I'm gonna put the exhaust on now and see if it runs with the exhaust on. It will. I burned it out outside for a little bit, and I want to see if it cooks. If it doesn't work, it'd be cool if I can put one of those little like go pit exhaust that comes out the back with a big old pipe on it. It'd be pretty cool. But no, I'm gonna put the exhaust on now and go outside one more time and run it up and see what happens. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to start this thing up again. Now, I put the exhaust back on. I do think I might have to, I don't know, because I think I have to replace it, because I touched it and it's covered in grease. Like, I tipped it over, heated it up with the gun, and nothing. So I'm gonna start this guy up. See, I'm not even gonna prime it. I think it should start just like that. Oh, I forgot to put the cover back on, but let's try that anyway. No. It will not turn over with the exhaust on. Now, what that means is basically it's drowning itself in carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, whichever one it is. So it cannot suck in any more oxygen to create a spark, because it has to have a combination of oxygen and fuel to make combustion to push out. So it's pushing out and it hits a wall and it can't go anymore, because you pull it, it goes dum-dum-dum, like it's about to start and then stops. So it means a combustion happened. Once the combustion happened, it pushed out, couldn't escape, got stuck. Oh, and by the way, I stuck a Q-tip in there. When I lowered the piston all the way down, rubbed the top of the piston, it came out black. So it has crud all up in it. So tomorrow I'm gonna turn this thing on. I might take off the exhaust of my good one, put it on here, leave it running for like an hour or so. Or I might just leave the exhaust off and leave it running on the hour, so let it dump all that crap out of the engine and see what happens. I also have another one in the shed that's even older than this one, that I might be able to mutilate to take the exhaust off it, but we shall see. Yeah, this sucker is pretty old, and I brought it back to life, so let's see what can happen. And eventually I gotta find this housing. I really don't like the fact that I don't have this housing. It's cool that it's accessible, but that's gonna burn. Yeah. I might get a new carburetor, or I might get a new carburetor kit for the inside to get all the diaphragms done. But as of right now, it is running. It is currently like 12 a.m. I'm going to shut down for the night, and tomorrow morning run it for a while. Might run it with half a tank and let it run out the tank and go from there. All right, guys. Jesus, the tool man out. And it's like $16. Worked, but needed some tuning up, so I tuned it up.
A hose kit.
And
so
this one worked, and it was kind of.
I ended up changing the hoses just because I knew
the hoses
was already
throwing the carburetor.
I think not touch it when it was together in the house, and found out it wasn't close enough to struggle sometimes running.
Sparked, took it out to take a look at the inside.
With the spark
plug, it stayed with the bottom piece of my hand.
And that's what it was slightly misfiring.
This is the 20cc engine. It's because,
but yeah, it works fine. I do want to take
this was the
this carburetor out.
tree trimmer, which is a little thing.
E30 has a carburetor. I might get
a carburetor
to this engine. Those are my
and just screw to this housing.
Well, this housing would work.
One that works in the shed, and I have one more that doesn't.